My name is Lisa, and I'm a female college student attending a certain university. I've made some close friends, and I also got a boyfriend named Conrad. When I have some free time, I work part-time with my friends and my studies are going smoothly. I was living a fulfilling college life in my own way. Then, one day,
Lectures are such a drag, seriously. I'm so sleepy.
hey, Conrad. Shh. The teacher will hear you.
But, it feels like this lecture is just for sleeping. I'm just listening, after all.
Hey, you there? Be quiet.
Sorry. See, now we got scolded.
My bad. Alright then, I'm going to sleep.
Just do whatever you want. This laid-back guy is my boyfriend, Conrad. At first, he seemed more serious, but after we started dating, I got to know his true nature. Some time after that, we went to a slightly upscale restaurant for a date.
That was delicious. Well, it's an expensive place after all.
The atmosphere is nice too, it feels quite mature.
Since I introduced a good restaurant, you should take care of the payment, Lisa.
What? You mean I should pay the entire amount?
Of course, isn't that obvious? You should be grateful that you got to come to a nice restaurant with me.
Hey, Conrad, I've been thinking about this for a while, but let's break up. Our values are just too different. I can't do this anymore.
What the heck? I dated you because you seemed like a naive rich girl. What a loss.
What is that supposed to mean?
It's rude to deceive, you poor thing.
Saying that, Conrad left the restaurant. Though I was shocked by his behavior, I considered it a learning experience. I decided to think positively and vowed to find a better person next time. Eventually, as time passed and I had almost completely forgotten about Conrad, I became a working adult. While walking in the city as usual.
Isn't that Lisa?
Oh. Long time no see.
What are you doing in a place like this?
I was just walking, excuse me then.
Wait a minute, it's been so long, let's chat. How about this? I've started wearing nice brand name stuff too.
Huh?
Actually, I've been doing well at the company. I got engaged to a female employee from a major client company.
Congratulations. Well, I have things to do, so I'll be going now.
Wait a minute. Don't be so cold just because you're jealous.
I'm not jealous, not even 1 millimeter.
Come on, don't be so tough. I'll invite you to the wedding, so come and cheer up.
No, thank you. When I met Conrad after a long time, he was decked out in brand name clothes from head to toe. He kept talking about himself without caring about my reaction. I thought it was very bothersome, but I figured I wouldn't have to deal with him anymore. A little while later, an invitation to his wedding arrived in the mail. The ceremony was at a luxury hotel, and I decided to attend, looking forward to the food.
What's the deal, Lisa? Despite acting so cold before, you ended up attending anyway. Do you like me that much? You're not being honest.
What?
When we met by chance, you were so cold. But in the end, you were just too curious about my now, weren't you?
Why would I care about what's happening with you?
Because, I was the one who broke up with you back then. I'm the one who left, so it's fine for me, but you must have been hurt because you were dumped.
Well, I'm pretty sure I was the one who initiated the breakup.
No, I even made you pay back then. I was such a kid, right? But hey, I was reflecting on that,
If you were really reflecting, you would have at least paid me back for your meal the next day.
Did you say something?
No, nothing. Instead of talking here, shouldn't you go to your bride?
You don't have to be so strong. Being able to talk to me leisurely like this might be your last chance.
I'm praying that it is.
You're acting strong because you want to pretend like you were the one who dumped me, right?
What? What are you talking about?
I understand you don't want to admit your feelings for me. But to be honest, it's quite blatant. Seriously, I'm glad I didn't end up marrying a woman like Lisa.
Hey, Conrad, what have you been talking about since a while ago?
I caught an elite woman from a major company, not a poor person like you. Basically, I'm saying that Lisa, the bottom-tier woman, will always be a loser.
I really couldn't understand what Conrad was trying to say. Then, someone appeared.
What have you been saying all this time?
Who are you? Don't interfere.
Lisa is the president of our corporation, you know? Do you still say such things even after knowing that?
Thank you always for your support.
No, it's my pleasure.
So what? Why do you get to act all high and mighty? Do you think you've become rich too?
No one is acting superior here.
Well, whatever. I haven't submitted the marriage registration yet. So, I guess I'll just have to marry Lisa then.
What are you saying? It's the worst to say such a thing at your own wedding. And how can you be so rude to Mr. Noah on top of that?
Isn't he just some unknown employee from some no-name company? Such a lowly person shouldn't be opposing me, an elite. You're not even in a position to do such a thing.
Excuse me. Thank you for attending today. Was there some issue?
I just found out that Lisa is really a president. But do I really need to bow down to that weird guy?
Hey, this person is the president of my company.
Ha! President?
Yes, so please stop being so rude. Mr. Noah, I'm terribly sorry for this.
Heather, there's no need for you to apologize. It's not your fault.
Thank you. Having AI here is like a dream come true.
Oh. No, I'm getting embarrassed now.
She's getting shy from the compliments.
Wait, hold on. Is this guy really that important?
Of course he is. He's the president of KST Corporation.
Conrad still seemed to have a hard time grasping the situation.
You know, you seem to know Lisa, but did you know that Lisa is the daughter of the president of Kusuka Corporation?
What? Kusuka Corporation, the leading company in the industry?
Wait, really? You didn't know?
You guys should have told me something that important much earlier.
I wonder why Noah and I are the ones being scolded.
You're supposed to tell people that kind of thing.
Is that so? I didn't think it was necessary to say.
By the way, Lisa and Conrad, you know each other?
Well, we're acquaintances, but, actually, Conrad and I.
Oh, is that so?
Yes, that's how it is.
I had no idea.
But that was many years ago.
But you attended because of my invitation, right? That means I should marry Lisa.
What are you talking about? Heather sent me the invitation.
From Heather?
Yes. Heather is an incredibly competent person. We've worked together several times, and I've learned so much from her. But I never expected that Heather's partner would be Conrad.
She's been awarded as an outstanding employee in our company, a really valuable member with solid achievements.
Wait, Heather is that amazing?
Heather is quite well known in the industry for being competent, didn't you know?
Don't tell me. You're marrying Heather for her money, aren't you?
Wait, Conrad, is that why you wanted to marry me?
Noah's accusation seemed to hit the mark, and Conrad tried to wriggle his way out of it. But
if you approached one of our valued employees with money in mind, I can't forgive that as a man.
What does it matter why I chose Heather? It's my freedom, isn't it?
hey, I agree with Noah. You're marrying her because you truly love her, right?
How can you say such cheesy stuff like love?
It's a wonderful thing to say. But if you can answer Lisa's question, does that mean what I think it means?
So what if it does? Am I going to be struck by lightning or something?
You're the worst. What do you think of Heather?
A hardworking and capable wife, that's what I thought.
Wait a minute, Conrad. I see your true colors now. You decided to marry me because I work for a major company and have a good salary, didn't you?
That's not it. We've nurtured love between us, right?
It sounds creepy when you say it.
Hey, Mr. President, can you stay out of this?
I told you to stop being rude. Now that I think about it, Conrad proposed to me right after he accidentally saw my pay slip in my room.
What? That's even worse.
You've been smirking this whole time. You're not serious, are you?
What if I am serious? What, are you going to marry Heather instead?
You're being defiant?
Yeah, I'm being defiant.
What's that? You don't have the guts to work hard and support Heather yourself?
That kind of courage isn't trendy anymore. It's the era of stay-at-home husbands. After all, choosing a woman for her money is totally fine, isn't it?
Conrad continued to be selfish, showing that his character hadn't changed at all since the past. I found it all the more unforgivable.
It's pathetic for a man to be like you. A rotten guy like you doesn't deserve someone like Heather.
What are you even talking about? A high-level guy like me is a perfect match for an elite like Heather.
You're not a good match at all. Heather is such a wonderful person that you just fade into the background next to her.
Oh? Are you trying to sabotage my relationship with Heather?
It's not like Heather is being manipulated into disliking you. What's impressive isn't you, it's the brand name stuff you wear.
What did you say?
It's like the clothes are wearing you. The outfit you wore the other day didn't suit you at all.
Hey, Conrad. I want you to be honest with me. Did you really decide to marry me just because of my income? No joke?
Well, that might be the biggest reason, yeah.
So you are the worst kind of guy after all.
Why? Women marry men for their income and wag their tails, don't they?
No, they don't. Sure, there are gold diggers, but nobody decides just on money like you do.
But, I thought I might as well marry Lisa when I found out she's a president and her family is rich.
That just shows you're only thinking about yourself. You keep saying things that could hurt Heather without thinking. Haven't you thought about how much she was looking forward to this day?
Why would I think about that? Weddings are like the woman's big day, anyway.
Upon witnessing Conrad's insincere, insensitive, and flippant behavior, Heather erupted.
Don't mess around. A low-level employee like you shouldn't get cocky.
Ah, Heather!
Listening to you quietly just made you more arrogant. You talk big, but no matter how hard you try, you'll never earn the salary I do.
He definitely won't.
Absolutely.
What's the matter, Heather? So, you were like a delinquent girl all along.
I'm just furious. Don't get ahead of yourself, you thinning-haired jerk.
I'm not losing my hair.
That hair quality of yours is a clear sign it's coming soon.
Exactly. Good volume, strong strands. Yep, it's inevitable.
Who cares about my hair?
Your very existence is trivial, actually.
I'm calling off the wedding with you.
Huh? Speak up, I didn't hear you.
I said we're breaking off the engagement.
Hey! What's with that attitude?
Who are you to talk?
People who don't understand themselves are just ridiculous.
What? Lisa, you're siding with Heather too.
I'm Heather's guest, so naturally, I'm on her side.
In this situation, do you really think anyone would be on your side?
Oh, Conrad, I get that you were after my daughter for money.
Oh, father-in-law.
It's good we realized what trash you are before the registration.
Mother-in-law too. This is a misunderstanding.
He clearly said he was after the money.
Don't say unnecessary things.
Seeing Conrad's remarks and behavior, Heather's parents couldn't stay silent and joined the conversation. Exactly. Heather's father is an executive at Dame Corporation, you know?
An executive at Dame Corp.
And to think you behaved like this at a gathering where we invited many business associates.
You really don't know anything about Heather.
Your life is over, man.
Why doesn't anyone tell me these important things beforehand?
People usually know about the top executives of large corporations.
What a miss. You could have been riding in the lap of luxury.
Hey, wait a minute.
Lisa is a president's daughter and a well-known company president herself.
Heather is the daughter of a Dame Corp executive and an elite high earner herself.
But neither Lisa nor I have any intention of marrying you.
So, was I actually a reverse gold digger?
Conrad has always just looked at the surface of people. Even setting aside family background and income, you had the chance to marry such a wonderful person.
You'll never find someone like Heather again.
Conrad finally realized the magnitude of his blunder, but...
Wait! Heather! You'll marry me, right?
I'm not marrying someone who proposes to another woman right in front of me.
Then, Lisa, let's go back to how we were back then.
I'm not going back. And stop underestimating women, will you?
You must have used up all your luck getting a proposal accepted in the first place.
I really love Heather, to the point where money doesn't matter.
Sure.
Hey, you're the president of this guy's company, right? Persuade her to marry me.
My eardrums have become selective. They can't hear your voice anymore.
Don't be ridiculous, Lisa, please. I'll change my ways and devote myself for life.
With that personality at your age, it's unlikely you'll ever change. You've spectacularly let fortune slip through your fingers. Just accept it as karma. Thus, Conrad had his engagement with Heather and her parents annulled on the spot. It turns out Heather had been covering the expenses for the ceremony and other related costs, all of which she demanded Conrad repay in full. Given that the reception was at a very upscale domestic hotel, the amount was terrifying just to imagine. Moreover, he was billed for the honeymoon expenses, accumulating a significant debt. He tried to cover it by borrowing from multiple sources, but repayment stalled, and he couldn't borrow anymore. Eventually, Conrad resorted to borrowing money from places he shouldn't have. With no way to repay, his company was bombarded with collection calls daily. Once other employees found out about his debts, he was pressured to resign to avoid causing further trouble. Having a stable job regardless of income is something to be grateful for. Unaware of this, Conrad now leads a miserable life, constantly on the run from debt collectors without any security. And as for me,
Phew. I'm so glad I didn't marry that guy.
watching Heather lose it was actually quite refreshing.
To think the always polite Heather could blow up like that.
Let's just forget about him. By the way, are you and President Noah dating?
Does it look like that?
No way. We're not dating at all.
You don't have to deny it so vehemently.
It sounds like Heather has fully recovered from the ordeal and is more energetic than ever, continuing to excel at Noah's company. Her only regret might be missing out on the lavish meal at the reception, but everything else seems to have realigned positively for her. As for Lisa, contemplating when her own destined partner might appear while immersing herself in work, she's considering giving love a chance amidst her busy schedule. However, she's also keen on focusing on her career for a while longer, aiming to be ready to recognize her soulmate when they eventually cross paths. Determined to do her best in her current endeavors, Lisa wants to live each day with a smile, putting forth her utmost effort in everything she does. If you enjoyed this video, we'd be thrilled if you subscribed to our channel. Subscribing means you'll receive notifications for new videos, keeping you in the loop with all our latest content. Your support is vital to our growth. Let's enjoy and grow together.